So let's start with these arithmetic sequences. Now, the way you want to think about arithmetic sequences is you've got a list of numbers here, right? And then this ninth term here is 18, right? So you have all of these numbers. Let me just rewrite this for you. You've got the first term, second term, third term, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and then you've got the ninth term, and that is equal to 18. Now, when you have 18 here like this, first of all, you're going to write this as a of 18. Okay, sorry, a of 9 here. You're going to write this as a of 9 because it's the ninth term here. So ninth term is 18. And then what they're saying is what's the 30th term? So you have like a lot of terms here. And then the 30th term here, right? This term here, a 30th. So remember, this is the 30th, so you call it a, and this subindex here 30, and then this one is how much. So to solve this problem, you only need one important idea, and we're going to look at this idea, and this idea is this formula, which is the A30, right? This one is equal to this number A9 plus, okay, this number 18 plus the difference 30 minus 9. So it's going to be 30 minus 9 multiplied by the common difference. See, the common difference is, you know, like you have 18, then the next number is going to be 18 plus 4, it's 22. The next number is 26. The next number after that plus 4. You keep adding 4 here all the time. 30 becomes 34, and so on and so forth. Of course, you can keep adding this way, but the better way to do this is use this formula. And then so 30 minus 9 times 4. Now I'm going to give you the basic general formula, and it is an is equal to ak plus n minus k times d. So you see, this is the 30th, this is the 9, and this n is going to be not the number, it's going to be 30, and this k is going to be 9. So you need only one formula for the entire arithmetic sequence concept, and this is this formula. Okay, so then you want to solve it, right? So what they're saying is, what is the 30th term, right? And they've given you the ninth term, which is 18. So you can write this as 18 plus 30 minus 9 is 21 times 4, and then you can simplify this as 18 plus this is 84, and that gives you 102 as your answer. And so this is your answer for this particular problem. So in other words, this is going to be 102 if you keep adding 4 this way. Remember what we did? We took the 30th, and then you want to find the 30th to take the 9th term, which is 18, and then you add it with 30 minus 9, okay? This is the important idea. Many times people forget this. So now see if you can try to find the next one. Instead of the 30th, see if you can find the 109th term. That's way out there, right? Even further out. So how do you do it? You are going to do the same idea. You're going to do A109 is equal to A9 plus, yes, what is it here? This is going to be 4. But what is it here? It's going to be this term minus this. So post your answers in the comments for this, and let's move on to the next slightly harder problem with the same exact formula. All right, let's go for this problem. This is a slightly harder problem, but I think it shouldn't be very difficult. So you're given this sequence, so that means there are a bunch of numbers here, right? And then what they're saying is you've got two terms, 7 and 22. So this, let's call this 7, and then you've got 22, but they are separated by 4 terms. So there's a 7, and we don't know what this term is. We don't know what this is, what this is, what this is, and then the next one is 22. It could be anything in the middle here, right? So you've got 4 empty spaces here because it's separated by 4 terms, and then you've got 22. So how do you solve? What do you do here? You don't have to do much. You can think about this as A1 for now, and you can think about this as what? Remember, this is what? Then A2. This is how you write this. This is the first term, second term. So therefore you write the 3 over here like this: third term, fourth term, fifth term, and sixth term. And remember, what was the formula we used? We used A6 is equal to A1. So this is equal to this. And do you remember it? It's nice to memorize it. It's you take this number and you subtract them like this, and you multiply it by the common difference, which is D. We don't have it. If the D were 2, then what would you do? This would be 7 plus 2 is 9. This would become 11. This would become 13, etc. Right? Obviously, it's not 2. So what do? you're gonna first of all plug this A6 as 22 here, right? Because this is A6 here. You're gonna write 22 is equal to A1 is 7, so write down 7 plus 6 minus 1 is 5 and D. And now it becomes an easy equation to solve. So you subtract 7 on both sides, this is gone. 22 minus 7 is 15. So 15 is equal to 5D, and you can easily solve this to get D is equal to 3. See how easy it is? You just need to use this one formula. This is equal to the previous, like the earlier term, plus this 6 minus 1. This is where again people make a mistake here, and times D. So you found the D value. Now what does the D mean? The D means that you're just gonna add the D here. So you're just gonna add this. So 7, right? 7 plus 3 here, right, is the next term, because the D means the next term. You're just gonna add, you're just gonna keep adding this number. So 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. And there you go. The next number is right here, which is a confirmation that our math is correct. And so the answer is, what are the values of these terms? They are these values here: 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. Remember, what you did here is just this one formula. That's all you need for the arithmetic sequence problems. It's the one formula that holds everything together. All right, so now see if you can solve this problem. What if instead of 22, you had 102 here, and you had 102 here? So remember, this problem would become 102. So how would you solve this now? Do you remember? This part is equal to this part plus what's inside is the important part times D. Then you can solve for D, and then just keep adding D to each of these terms, and you will eventually reach to 102. So see if you can solve it and post it in the comments. Now the next one that we're going to do is the geometric sequence. That's the same idea. So click on the link, and the next video in the playlist is going to be the geometric. So you can watch it, and then hopefully you will get full points on your test. All right, I wish you the best, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Remember, we have free live sessions on this channel for SAT and ACT. So subscribe, and then you can enjoy the sessions. They're completely free, and you'll learn a lot of shortcuts in that as well. All right, adios. Have a nice day.